Not gonna lie, I had to go back and rewatch some videos. That's how far behind I am. As you can see, we got the vet up in the air. Got the grinder. Shout out to the homie Nate. I'm about to try to finally get these stupid 0-1 fake side splitters off. And then I might take that little corner off too. Well, not might. I'm definitely taking that corner off too. I have to grind the heads off because they were stripping on me. I can't remember what exactly it is up on there to get them off, but whatever it is, they were stripping on me and I was starting to get annoyed. So I'm gonna grind them all off so I can pull that off. As you can see, we got the 51 in here. I'm not gonna do too much on it because it's really a Corvette update video, but the meet went well, had a great time. Shout out to everybody that showed love. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, she's just all nice and chilling right now. I don't know if I said in the last video or not, but it doesn't fit that well on a fryer well, so we're gonna be notching that out and mess with all that stuff later. But like I said, she's on ice, I'm not really chilling. Once I slow down with everything else, she'll be last to be touched, and I'll get the transmission bolted up to her and back in real mock-up mode, and then we'll try to set that stuff back on and see how much we gotta cut and what we gotta do, and then go from there. But as far as this thing, I'm gonna get these side splitters off and get the coolant draining on it, and then start pulling the water pump off. And then, I don't know, we'll see how the night goes. I would like to have the water pump on at least by the end of tonight and the cooling system closed. Not filled up and, you know, bled and all that stuff. But like I said, we'll see how the night goes. And then, shoot, after that, then we'll be starting to focus and tackle on the brakes. And then I think it'll finally be time for retune. I kind of gave that stuff up because I was like, there's no point. Like, I can't go do a log. Like, dude, this thing makes so much noise, and I absolutely hate it. And I'm tired of getting crazy brake dust on the front wheels. So I just need to address all of this stuff first and get it together and done and taken care of. And then we'll get back to messing with the tune. So that's where we're at right now. I'm going to shut up so I can get to work. And I just had Diana in here earlier. Wasn't even supposed to be messing or touching her, but I was pulling the driveway and I was hearing some rubbing noises, and that's really been kind of annoying me because I've been daily driving her ever since I finished-ish her. I want to say she's finished, but anyways, I've been driving it. So I pulled her in here real quick. I made some more cuts, and now I have a full turn in each direction without any noise. Once you start to go a little bit past that full turn, she starts to make a little bit of noise. But I think that's pretty good and pretty decent and pretty close to full lock. I can't remember if it's like a full 2 turns or whatever it is, but for what I have on there, I can't complain that much. So we're gonna send it. And yeah, I'll see how it does on the drive to work tomorrow, because I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of slightly low-key annoying and hard to drive that truck with the turning radius that it has. But anyways, like I said, man, I'm gonna get to work on this thing, try to knock out as much as I possibly can on this, because I want to give Diana a break and, you know, switch back and forth in between these two. I will be going to Idaho this weekend to go ahead and register this and Diana. So I'll be driving this thing a lot more, and you know, making sure everything's a-okay for when I get ready to list this thing up. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, she's slightly problematic, and I am not down for that. I don't have time for that. I need to be focused on this. So we'll see how it goes once she gets retuned and all that stuff. But right now, I'm not gonna lie to you, this car is on my bad list. And then the El Camino, she was already destined for doom from the start, so we're not even gonna get into her. But she will be next after this. I just gotta keep moving, man, keep moving. Everybody wants to have multiple cars and toys until it's time to do this part. So let me get to work. I'll get with y'all later. Well, talk about a series of unfortunate events. Well, I don't know if I talked to you guys about the belt issues of this thing. I'm pretty sure I did. But if not, small recap. I got the car. It squealed. The belt was cut. Put a new belt on it. Kept trying to jump off. Wasn't lined up. Didn't know what was really going on. Obviously something was misaligned. Didn't look too deep into it. Started chasing. I had a squirrel moment. and I was chasing the squeal and the noises because it's embarrassing and it sounded terrible. Long story short, well, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to know if I fix that noise, but that's gonna have to be at a later date because I have found the original belt issue problem. That, you know what? Hold on, let me get a screwdriver. So, for those who do not know, they can be taught. All right, kids. There we go. This here, crank pulley, idler pulley, power steering over here. So you see how those guys are lined up? Know what I'm saying? Straight shot. Now you follow this down. That is not a straight shot. So this was pulling the belt forward, which is why the belt would have one rib or so in this region right here, this outer edge. This nice little area that I'm touching right here, I'm not supposed to be touching that. This is not supposed to exist right now. This is supposed to be over here. So, and I guarantee all this muck that I tried to clean up is most likely from the front main seal because this guy was getting up in there and beating stuff up. Well, probably not. Actually, I recant that statement because the hub itself is not moving, so it shouldn't be forced up in there doing nothing. But who knows what this thing is doing just flopping around like this. It could have made it bad. I don't know. But anyways, this is cooked. This is very bad. Very, very bad. So, for those who are not versed in Corvette world, this here is your steering rack. And that right there is a bolt to remove this. Now, as you can see, there's not a whole lot of room to do anything. So this has to be removed. This runs all the way. See that bellow right there? That's a bellow, kids. Runs all the way over here to the wheel. And it goes right there. You see that? Yeah, and there's a castle nut right there. To both sides. That is not a easy removable item because over there you can't even see it. But this, I'm trying to focus this. All of this crap right here, all that's gotta come off or out or moved or whatever. This gotta go so that can come out. This wasn't supposed to be happening. I was supposed to just be doing a water pump, throwing this crap back together, doing brakes, throwing that crap back together, and then driving this turd to work. This is not happening. Not anymore. So, what do? We're gonna have to find parts, for one. Two, we're gonna have to remind ourselves on how that comes out, that steering rack, because it's been a while. I did it. Excuse me, I did it on the Z06, but I don't remember how I did it, so. I mean, the wheels are gonna have to come off regardless. Might as well pull the rotors and stuff off, give me some room. But, yeah, this is basura. Not cool. So, there might be a while for there's an update on this thing. I'm not gonna lie to you. I might just say forget it and leave it and switch to the El Camino because this car is starting to make me mad. I'm not gonna lie to you. I told you it was on my bad list and now it just went even higher up. It was already at number 1, but now it's just more solidified. So maybe I'll just try another car and then I'll come back to this. Because this, no. No. I know it's old. And the only reason why I'm really kind of slightly annoyed is because that came off. It should have came off when the cam got done. And it should have been replaced and not reused. And if it wasn't reused and it was replaced, then it is what it is. But I don't think it was. So, I'm annoyed. But anyways, anywho, it is what it is. This is trash. Yeah, I'll let you guys know later what I end up doing. This is fresh. And, yeah, I gotta come up with a plan of attack here. So, yeah. Don't get me wrong. It's gonna get done. It has to. The car it can't just not drive for the rest of its life. Like, it's gonna get done. It's gonna get fixed. I'm gonna do it once I finish boo-hooing and crying and being mad about it. But as of right now, in this instant, I would much rather fight the El Camino. So, yeah. This car don't even have a name, so I don't even care. But I did get the ZR1 rep stuff off. Mud flap thingies and the side skirts on both sides. So, those are off. And Flip, you are wild for that. Because I didn't know that those screws went into the car. Like the body of the car. Just really down low. Wild. Don't do that again. Alright. I quit. That's it. I'm done. I'm out of here. I'm going to turn all this stuff off. Because I'm upset. Maybe I'll watch a video or two of how that steering rack comes out. And decide if that's something I want to deal with right now. Because I'm not going to lie to you. My plan was to finish and fix this. And then bring the El Camino in here. So I didn't have to deal with the cold. But I also kind of wanted to deal with the cold and just make it run where it's at and then drive it here. So I don't know. We'll see how cold it gets outside, and you know, when I have the time to get around to that car, we'll figure that stuff out. But as of right now, everybody put their pinky finger up to this car right now, please. Thanks, chat. Appreciate ya. All right, I'm going for real. I'll catch y'all later. Bye.